Trafficking happens in many different ways. I can tell you, I remember somewhere around 7 different individuals who were frequent, you know, frequently get me over that period of 4 years. And it all started with that one who was able to get me away from the public view. And they, you know, I only remember the one time with him alone. And then after that, it was always 2 to 4 at one time. And they would hit me and use me in the pornography at one point when I was 7. The last time it happened that I recall, I was back at my house, I was hiding in a closet and I was crying. And I remember saying, "Father, help me." And instantly I had this sense I couldn't even cry anymore. It's like, he took away the tears and he took away the hurt in that moment. 2 weeks after I said that prayer, we moved away from that town and they never got me again. That is an encounter with the Spirit. That's why I cry in moments like this, because man, if that wasn't the hand of God at work in the life of a 9-year-old, I don't know what was. I think I was finally at a point where I was ready for God to work with, and he led me to hear a counselor in a church. And I went and talked to her afterwards, and she looked at me and said, "When were you abused?" And I can see it in your eyes. So she led me into prayer. And, you know, I think I just got tired of remembering my life as defined by something that was evil. And so the Holy Spirit came along and said, "I got something better. Come home." I said, "I don't know the way." He said, "Take my hand." I do. I felt led by the Spirit, and I had promised him I would go where he told me to go. And he said, "I want you to go to the prisons, and I want you to talk to the offenders." Well, then I had a man come up to me, and one of the very first times I spoke, and he had been in prison for child pornography. And he said, I've just gotten out. And how can a man like you forgive a man like me? And I said, "Because he forgives me." He starts to tear up, and I start to tear up. And I said, "Look, as somebody who was on the other side of that camera, I release you. Now you take it to the cross, and you find that freedom and that forgiveness, and you can see this weight fall off of this man, and he's found his way back into society, and he's found freedom and hope." I've heard Christians say, "What is my purpose?" Your purpose is to glorify God. And this is the one way that I'll be able to do it, offer the hope that he gave me to others.